Welcome back to the video, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can create raw Kubernetes cluster using virtual machines. I'm not going to use Minikube or Kind because those softwares are pretty easy to use, but they abstracts away some of the needy and greedy details of Kubernetes. So we are going to create two virtual machines, one as a master, one as a worker, and set up from ground up. I'm going to use Incus to create virtual machines. You can create virtual machines or use cloud, anything you like, but since it is easy to create virtual machines using Incus, I will use Incus. I will go to my terminal and I will quickly start two virtual machines. I will name one of them as master and another one as worker. And now let's start searching for documentation using kubeadm. Kubeadm cluster creation. If you search, you will find the link in Kubernetes documentation. Scroll down. First of all, we need to install some prerequisites. One of them is installing the kubeadm itself. But before that, we also need to make sure that few of the things are already met, which is one of them is swap must be disabled, and another is container runtime. We need to install a container runtime. So for container runtime, we will install containerd. Same thing for the other one. Yes, while they are installing, let's go here. And we need to enable one more thing, which is IP forwarding. It's pretty simple. Let's search enable IP forwarding in Ubuntu. You will get a command. Yeah, we need to edit this file. Let's do it. Nano not found. Okay, let's use vi, and we need to add this thing. Net IP forwarding is equals to 1. Create, write, and quit. Now we need to do sudo sysctl dash p, and IP forwarding is enabled. Same thing for this one.
Sudo nano slash etc. Okay, nano is not present. Vi etc sysctl dot conf vi, and again we need to paste the same thing. Write and quit sudo sysctl dash p.
Now IP forwarding is enabled, containerd is enabled, and swap is also disabled. Let's see. Pre-h swap 000 swap is also disabled. Yep, in both of them. Now we have two virtual machines onto which we did just two things: installed containerd and enabled IP forwarding. Just two things we did on two virtual machines. Let's continue. The next step is to install Kubernetes dependencies, kubeadm, kubelet, and kubectl. Of course, we will copy this, paste in both of them. Again, go back. We need to copy this as well in both of them. Again, scroll down, do the same thing. Now we should be able to install the dependencies. Install. Yeah, in few minutes it will be done. Then we can enable kubelet on both of them. It's going to take a bit, but let it do. Now, after installing all of these, there is a pretty simple command that we will run and it will start our cluster. So along with the cluster, we also need a container runtime. So I will install Cilium CNI. You can use any of the CNI that is out there. Cilium CNI. Okay, where do I go? Cilium documentation and Cilium quick start. I'm going to install okay, install Cilium CLI. I will copy all of it, copy all. Then yeah, before that I need to enable kubelet. in both of them. Enable kubelet, done. Now I need to install Cilium CLI. I will copy this, paste it here. In the master, it is only required in one of the machines, so I don't need to do in both of them. Now install Cilium. I want to install Cilium on a generic Kubernetes cluster. I will do, yeah, this command. Now that all of this are installed, we will initialize our cluster. For that, we need to do kubeadm init enter. Now it will pull all the images, start our containers for Kubernetes, and it will set up the cluster and print out how we can join other members as well as the kubeconfig file to use with the kubectl command. Now give it some minute and I will see you after a few minutes. Now the cluster creation is complete. It has already printed a command that we can use to join our other worker. So let's do that. But before doing that, let's follow this procedure, which will create a folder, copy our kubeconfig file, and from there we can use kubectl command. Now, if I do kubectl get nodes, I can see one node which is not ready. Of course, we do not have a networking plugin. So if I do ports dash A, I can see the ports from all the namespaces. Now you can see basically Kubernetes starts with these few containers. One is core DNS for DNS, etcd, database, API server, controller manager, proxy, and scheduler. Basic things. Now we need to install CNI, which is Cilium. For that, installation command is this one. But before that, kubectl get ports dash A. We do not have anything. Our cluster is not in a complete ready state. We will install the CNI, Cilium install. It will download some containers and start our container networking. If I do Cilium status, I can get that error and warning because all of the Cilium ports are starting. If I do kubectl get ports dash aim, some new ports are spinning up. Okay, in few minutes it should be up and running. Our cluster should be up. If I do nodes, after a few minutes it will all start again and have our cluster ready. So until then, we lost the kubeadm join command. Did I copy? No, I haven't copied it. Let's see. We can get the kubeadm join command. Till then, it is coming up. Get ports A running. Few more minutes of maybe second. Kubeadm create token print join command. Yeah, we want this one. If I do this and yeah, again I got the joining command. Now get ports, everything should be running. Let's wait for a few minutes. Get nodes, yeah, node is as well ready. If we get ports, ports are also running. Now let's copy this join command and paste it in our worker and wait for its magic to be done. The cluster is now nodes. It has two nodes, one is worker, one is master. The worker is coming up, the containers will be pulling now and starting the containers. Let's see, kubeadm get nodes. In few minutes the second worker must be ready as well. If we get ports dash a, it will show all the ports which is running in all our nodes in this Kubernetes cluster. These ports that is yet to start is in this worker because the pod is in pulling state, this proxy as well. So in few minutes, maybe one or two, this pod should be running, and after all of these pods are running, our cluster will be in a ready state. Get pods. Cilium is yet to be up. Come on, come on. Running. Now if I do nodes, both of our nodes are ready and all the pods are running as well. This will should come up maybe in a second. Yeah, all of our pods are running. I have a Kubernetes cluster up and running. in few minutes, maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Get ports. Yeah. Now let's exit out of this virtual machine and get the IP of our virtual machines. I list. Now I'm in my normal system. Okay, I already have a kube config file. I will move it temporarily. Kube config to a kube config org. Now I will do kube slash config. Okay, I will have to copy the kube config file from the master cat.kube config file. This one is the kube config file. Copy, exit, and this file is now created in our host system. Now I probably need to change the IP. Okay, the IP is correct as well. Now if I do kubectl get nodes from my system, I should be able to see both of my worker and master, which is the virtual machines that are running. So in this way, in 10 to 15 minutes, you can create virtual machines, and along with it, you can create Kubernetes cluster from scratch with Cilium as a CNI installed. So see you in the next one. Keep watching.